Did you know? In this level, Mario can only jump when he has coins. Collecting the moon instead of the midway means I have to start all the way over. Oof! That's perfect. Just a little bit of greedy little moon boy there. This level is called Built with an Xbox Controller, and it's from the upcoming Super Mario World ROM hack, Holiday Extravaganza. It's not usually the case, but in this level I need to collect every coin, since the only way that I'm able to jump is by spending coins. You can see my current coin count up in the top right. I can get the full height of a bounce for free by bouncing off of a fuzzy with a spin jump. When this level was created, there was a prompt that needed to be followed by the creator, which was a specific pattern of jumping and spin jumping. There we go. That's really, really funny. That's so good. Collecting that midway and then touching the muncher makes me respawn over on the right side of the wall. That's just where it's placed. No, I haven't beaten Dram 3. I'm behind the curve on it. The Z that we see here in the line guide is the traditional indicator for a spin jump in Super Mario Maker 2. Usually in a Super Mario World ROM hack you'd see a blue coin instead. Cool. Very cool. I like the Z. You don't see Z's these days. Have you ever seen someone playing Super Mario World Kaizo and wondered how to get started for yourself? This video is for you. I'm making this with the assumption that you're on a Windows PC, but you can get started on other platforms too. The most important website for this is smwcentral.net. Almost everything you need will be found here. First, we're going to get the SNES 9X emulator from the Tools section. You could use a different emulator or even actual hardware, but we're going to keep it simple. Download it and extract it to a folder. Second, you need a legally obtained backup of Super Mario World. I can't help with this, so I'll just assume you already have it. Put it in the same folder as SNES 9X. Third, we need a patch for a ROM hack. My first choice for a new player is 2 Kaizo 2 Learn, but some other options are Love Yourself, Oops All Fortresses, starting with Kaizo, or Celery. Go to Super Mario World Hacks, Filters, and search for the name of the hack that you want. Click the Patch Now button, then choose your legally obtained backup of Super Mario World and click the Download button. The ROM hack is patched for you in your browser. You'll want to open the zip file that downloads and extract the SMC file to the same folder as before. Open up that folder, open SNES 9X. If it's the first time you're using it, you'll need to set up your controller under Input and Input Configuration. It's important to set the diagonals here too. Then just go to File, Load Game, and choose your ROM hack. You're ready to get started? Have fun and try not to bite off more than you can chew. In Super Mario World, whenever Yoshi eats a power-up, it's automatically collected by Mario, no matter how far apart they are. While an object is still on Yoshi's tongue before he swallows it, Mario can still interact with it. If a shell is on Yoshi's tongue while he despawns or takes damage, it leads to weird things like this. We call it eat canceling. This is Neptune, a level from planets. All of the power-ups here are mandatory, and they're also too low for Mario to collect them directly. We have to rely on Yoshi eating them. Having a cape lets you fall way slower by holding down the jump button, but I can't go too slow or I wouldn't be able to make the jump. Here, Yoshi is pulling double duty. I catch back up to him after he's grabbed the shell. I dismount him to stay in the air as the shell is traveling back, and reboard him to bounce off the shell. Just like we saw in the tutorial, Yoshi holds that P-switch for me to land on it, and then we E-cancel this shell. That shell's going to travel right through the blue Koopas and then fall through the floor until it gets to the bottom. We're going to use this cape to hit the block underneath Yoshi. If we don't hit this blue Koopa with a fireball, he'll kick the shell off the edge. We need that to make Yoshi fly. We don't see it, but there is a hidden block here, so I need to be careful about where I fly Yoshi. And then, we don't need him anymore. Hello, good afternoon. Theron and Adam, Mac, Christina, Teresa, and Ringer. Hey folks, welcome in. We're doing some Kaizo today. We're doing New Nightmare Cafe 5. Right when I hit the button to start the stream, or shortly thereafter, somebody who lives around here, I don't know them, but they come by every now and then. They came by with a horse. They walked right past. And Spike is too busy sleeping or he'd be losing his mind. Hey, Chance. Carcass Vanity. Ashley. Yeah. Yeah. Spinning round and round. I wonder if Dobbs would make a horse spin with a transparent background instead of a dark background. I think that would probably be nice to look at. Thank you very much for all the gifts, folks. I really appreciate it. Let's get, we'll get started, but I need to load in one more thing. I forgot to bring in my total time. Alright. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Info Centre. This hack is fast-paced, some easy and hard stuff. 70-ish rooms, maybe. I haven't counted. Enter the vase. Yay, I beat it. You had lemon pepper steak last night? How'd that go? Right, round, round, round. Therein. New Nightmare C5. Wait, I think that was an exit. I need to kill this rock somehow. Gotta make sure to let Carmen know. That's like her favorite thing. So after I get there, what am I doing? Oh, I see. Alright. Pretty easy shot up to the keyhole. Yep. P speed over to that donut? Do I stand on this? I do, okay. Hey, Dave. Yeah, doing pretty good. Disco Shell Survival. Oh, I'm time, not survival. So, I asked for a new feature for Kaizo, which was the ability to schedule casual races and not have to do them in the context of a tournament. And people like that idea. In fact, people like that idea enough that it's now an official thing. And now that we have that thing that I asked for, I probably should try to make use of that thing at some point. Oh. Which is gonna mean, trying to reach out to a couple different people to schedule races. We'll probably do a race against Revelug. frequently used to take part in the ROM hack races. And, is a very, very talented player. When I played through World 2 for the first time, I referenced Revelug's speedrun of World 2 that he did at GDQ for help with getting through it. Dang it. But we're probably going to get on with him at some point. Okay. Donald is somebody that I have in mind for doing a race with. So, there's been a little bit of progress with ROM hack races in that, like, you can see that they're making progress on updating their website. They've not said anything about, when they're coming back. As far as I know, the plan is for them to come back at some point. It has been, I think, for me, a few months longer already than I would have expected for the races to come back. There is a specific hack that I want to race Donald against. And I'm gonna remind him about it, I think. Oh, what the hell is this? Me and Donald have done races together. Thank you very much for the follow. What is... Oh, it's a wall jump block. What is Hello Kitty doing here? What are you doing, Hello Kitty? Yeah, there's a ROM hack that came up in Beginnerthon that I decided not to do when I spun it, simply because I know it will make a good race. And doing that blind, I think, would be a lot more fun than me already knowing what's in it going in. Damn Australians! Using the broken flying disco shell. Of course, I'm only talking about Lush and Dash. And Dash isn't even here! I saw a video... Look at that door. I saw a video of this lady who was really upset because of how Americans pronounce Australia. Because we say Australia instead of Australia. Which, to my American ears, is practically the same thing. Hey, Hypey, I'm doing good. She was very upset about it, though. Because even though it has an AU, it's an not an is what she said. And I actually saw the reply video to that, which showed all the different places where they say it that way, that it's not just America. And one of those examples was certain parts of Australia. What in the hell am I looking at? Oh, okay. Another boom boom. Oh, flying boom boom. Everyone's favorite. Look at this mad lad over here. Oh, that was quick. Oh yeah, Nightmare Cafes are great. There's plenty of them. Okay. That's pretty clearly where I end. I think I can probably come up and get this one? Yeah. Get wrecked, Yoshi. Oh, got it. I see. That felt close. So, okay. The way that these things work in Yoshi's Island is that Yoshi is able to catch them as they're falling. Yeah, that was very close. That's new. Oh, I have to spin jump. These are very accurate. How? Oh, like this. Yikes. I should have plenty of time. Okay. Yep, I get it. Kind of surprised I got up there on the first try. Was not expecting the blocks. More boom boom. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Yeah, there's something to be said for, the whole Nightmare Cafe style. Oi! Don't explode and kill me, thank you. Slow-mo? I don't like it. He turns around. It throws me off every time I collect that. Because I naturally have, enough momentum. Whoops. I need to take damage. Just a little later. Naturally have enough momentum that's going to carry me into the lava. Oops. So I need to be holding hard right, but I'm afraid to. Leaves are everyone's favorite. Leave, the thing that encountering them in a ROM hack makes you want to do. Yep. Oh. How quick is quick? That quick. Be quicker. How quicker is quicker? That much quicker. Be quicker. What do I... Oh. Oh. How do I... Oh. I see. That's neat. Okay. I gotta take damage. No! It's too far off from the center. Oh, a bubble. I played Grand Poo World 3. Hey, Digilino, thank you so much for the heart, man. Nope, yeah, well. More Boom Boom. It's very unusual to have the same boss so many times in a Nightmare Cafe. What are those? Super Mario World is a perfect game with 0 flaws. Let's go. The little tiny boom booms. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Oh, survival. Am I killing this shell, perhaps?
Nothing beats a Jet Zoo holiday.
I was. Hey, Caleb. Carmen, hello. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for 12 love you so muches. I must be doing something right. You love me 2 more than you normally do.
Here we go!
Hola. $12, that's what it says. Send you back. Okay, I see what's happening. Thank you very much, Christina. Nope. Thank you very much for the share. Carmen, thank you very much for the Shard of Hope, the thumbs up, the You're Awesome, and the heart puff. You ever notice that both thumbs up and You're Awesome both kind of are thumbs ups? Thank you for the rose. Survive. You got it. Yeah, the lemon pepper steak. Carmen, thank you for the wink wink. I'm expecting a nudge nudge and a say no more. Know what I mean? How does one survive here? Hey, Andy. I don't get it. Thank you very much for the heart me, the hand heart, the go popular, and the super popular. Sure, I understand how that worked. That's weird. I gotta take damage on the munchers. Okay, I get it. Gotta hit that 3 times in a row. Three shall be the number of times it is hit. No more and no less. That was a fake muncher. I need to hit this block 3 times also. Dave, thank you so much for the tiny trek. Is that a new one? I think that's new tiny. What's the deal with this port? Hey, third wall. Oh.
Hello there.
Oh, I can't see any of the effects. I don't interact with TikTok in a way that allows me to see the GIFs. Apparently it's cute though. What I'm told. Oh, please. Oh, you dummy. You can't go around the left side of that one. What? What is this song? Does anybody recognize it? How come sometimes you get to retry and sometimes you don't? No level has had any distinction of any sort of that sort. No room has had that distinction. Yeah. TikTok has again, through their support, decided that the best way to provide me support is to answer a question that I've not asked, and to then give the same answer to that question that I haven't asked. I think I'm up to 18 times in a row. Thank you, Caleb, very much for the gift to Demon Stalker. I really appreciate it. It's absolutely insane. I've started doing this thing, which is probably only amusing to me, but I'm writing the messages that are going into a black hole, and I'm saying, if you're a human being responding to this, please include the word pineapple in your response. And then I call them on it when they don't have the word pineapple in their response. Because it is literally, word for word, exactly the same message that they have previously sent me. And again, non-responsive to the question I've asked. Alright, Caleb. The thing. We've got a hype train going on Twitch. Get scammed. I'm still nervous every time Boom Boom dies because I'm expecting him to explode. What on earth? Okay. That's a new and exciting direction. What? Okay. New and exciting direction for the platform to travel in. What am I doing? Am I surviving? What's my motivation? Hey, I'm actually gonna take just a real quick break. I have to go use the restroom. I'll be back very soon. Enjoy some shorts while I'm gone. On one turn. And I think to myself, isn't that against the rules? But they're all like, screw the rules, I have Tetris. This is pretty nice to get through actually because there's a shadow in the background for where pieces are going to fall. And I also have those coin indicators telling me basically where I need to be standing or jumping to be safe. And I'll just get up to the top here. I need to be careful to wait after these pieces fall because there's one more Tetris block that falls down. And I get into the next section. You are out of line, plumber. Think fast. This will be your kill screen. So now it's going to substantially speed up, but it's really not too bad to get through, because again, there's the shadow for the where the blocks are going to be falling, and the coins telling me where it's safe to stand. So I just need to move to the coins. And this is actually, I think, the scariest part of the level. There's going to be a Tetris block falling down on the left side, and I just need to jump around it. And now I can go back up to the top. If you've been paying attention, there was a level earlier in the game where I had grabbed a bunch of mushroom blocks. Now I'm finally getting to use them to plug up these holes where those eye blocks are coming out of. Which is destroying it and letting me fall into the ending, which will be coming tomorrow. This is ROM Hack Race Week 188, like Lazarus. I'm being given a series of 10 rooms, and my goal in each of these rooms is to get a 1-up. I need to successfully clear at least 8 of these rooms to beat the section. Most rooms are going to be either a shell combo or a jump combo. These combos count as giving a 1-up after 8 things are hit. Here in this room, I've got the 2 dry bones. And as long as I stay on the rope, it doesn't count as me touching the ground, and it keeps the combo active. I take this a little slow because I'm trying to play safely. I just need to avoid the saw to prevent from dying. Now, this green block with a star on it on the left side normally contains a coin, but when you have 30 coins, it'll instead give you a 1-up. For me to get 30 coins from each of these multi-hit coin blocks, I need to hit each of them an average of 7.5 times. The way these work is, once you hit a block for the first time, it starts a timer ticking down, and until that timer runs out, you can just keep hitting the block over and over for more coins. I could get more coins out of this block, but I've already got what I need, so I just go get the 1-up. We're not going to talk about this room. This one's another quick bounce combo room. Since I have a P-balloon, I'm generally going to hit this shell twice every time I come near it, and then it's just a matter of dodging the fireballs. Now this is a star combo room. Again, it's 8 things that I need to hit to get a 1-up off of a star. The challenge here is keeping Lakitu in the center and catching everything that he throws without falling off the platform myself. This room is pretty much free. The only thing that's a challenge here is knowing what order to jump on the Rexes in. The disco shell also counts for a shell combo, so I just need to hit these couple of rocks while avoiding all the saws and preventing the disco shell from falling off. This last room here is very stressful for me. Being on the vine prevents my combo from resetting, so as long as I jump straight out to the football and then right back to the vine, I can keep this going for a 1-up. I'm very nervous about getting my timing wrong and accidentally jumping on one of these spike tops. I can't miss any more rooms here or I'd have to go all the way back to the beginning. This is Red Eyes and Tears, a level from... Alright, we're back. I think we've still got ads playing on Twitch, but it's fine. It's fine. I still have no idea what I'm doing in this room. It probably involves not dying to Magic Koopa, if I had to take a guess. Bailey. Thank you for the raid, I really appreciate it. Hi, Sparkle Fritz. I mean, this kind of looks like it's a survival room to me. Because, I'm pretty sure that they don't stay dead if I kill them. Maybe they do? Maybe I just need to kill enough of them? Congratulations on being first. What?
It's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing in the room I'm in either.
Seems pretty common. Ooh, this is neat. Everything was fake. That's different. Oh no, he has bad teeth. The horror. The horror.
It's me, Tupu, of Who is Tupu fame.
Dental plan. Big Boo needs braces. Hi, Dooku. He can hurt me. In case anybody was wondering. I have absolutely no idea what was up with the Magic Koopa room. Maybe this is a possibility. Maybe the red Magic Koopas don't die from spin jumps. I've seen that with... I think it's one of the big boss fights. Or maybe it was like a morsel hack? Need all 5. Okay. I think... Oops. I paused the timer. I think that's the end of this exit. The glory.
Hello there.
Mario, you have yet again beat the trials of the Nightmare Cafe. Collect your star and ascend to glory. Yep, he can worry about his braces on his own time. Dental plan. Credits. Lush, I don't think that's how exits work. New Nightmare Cafe 5 by Lush50. Christina, Skinny Puppy, Peaches, thank you very much for the GG. Made with Flux Bass ROM by SJ and Charlie the Cat. Thanks, SJ and Charlie the Cat. Also, Besolt, Snippo, AU, Juzzcook, Shoved Us, Smokaloke, Random Entropy, Dash Gamer, Arian, and Cookie. Thank you. Oh no, it's Lanky Mario! I miss Lanky Mario. They should have brought him back for Maker 2. Nipple made this. Nipple makes everything. Alright, let's reset. We'll make sure we got all 3 exits.
Lush 50.
It really whips the llama's ass. I assume that's Smokaloke saying that. He's got that kind of voice. Alright, well that was all 3 exits. Let's go ahead and spin the next hack. New Nightmare Cafe 5 was ROM hack number 277. We'll bring out the difficulty wheel so we can pick the difficulty for the... Oh, why are you not working? Hang on. Hang on. I gotta reset a thing. Is the wheel gonna work this time? Is it gonna break even more? There it is. Holy crap. Alright, let's spin for the difficulty. It's either intermediate or advanced. Advanced is the harder of the two. And we've got advanced. We'll bring out the advanced wheel and see what we get. Not that many hacks left. Little Mario World. We've played Little Mario World before. Alright, let me fix up my spreadsheet here real quick. Little Mario World is by Octavius Pepper, PhD. He's a doctor. Whoa, hold on. Hold on a second here. New Nightmare Cafe 5. Little Mario World. Okay, so let's get the wheel out of here, and while I'm finishing up the rest of this, let's go ahead and say thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who supported me. Special shout out to Caleb, to Dave Scott, and OMG Carmen for being the top 3 supporters during New Nightmare Cafe 5. I really appreciate it. I do like Little Mario World. It's a good one. 277. So there's that. Little Mario World. There we go. Alright. Thank you again to everybody who supports me. I really appreciate it. And get out of here. And let's get Little Mario World. Anybody just joining us, we are doing what I'm calling my Kaizo Beginnerthon, where I'm playing through every beginner difficulty Kaizo ROM hack of Super Mario World. Beginner being anything that is advanced or lower. That includes the newcomer, casual, intermediate, and advanced difficulties. I've already played all of the newcomer and casual hacks. There's like 5 of them. Still working our way through the rest of the intermediate and advanced ones. But let's go ahead and get started on Little Mario World. 3, 2, 1, go! I've been doing the Beginnerthon since January. After a lockdown that lasted way too long, Mario re-emerges to find that Big Boo stole all the mushrooms. Go get him back, little Mario. Been doing this since January. This is day 94, and I'm averaging right around 3 hacks per day. Just slightly under, I think. Alright, no message boxes here, nothing to do in that room. Green Hill Zone. I expect to be done with my Beginnerthon sometime in the month of June. Checkered patterns are so out of style. Avoid them at all costs. Octavius said that. Okay, I gotta jump over that in one fell swoop. That is a normal jump, not a spin jump. June, sometime in June. Thank you for pushing us past 20,000 likes on TikTok. I really appreciate it. Mushroom Fact 1. Mushrooms are made up of 90% water. Just like people. Mushrooms are people. I'm gonna go ahead and give some treats to Spiky Spike. Let me actually go to the room to get him a different treat. Hang on one second. He is such a smart boy. He heard his music and he knew he was getting a treat. He saw me leaving the room, so he knew it was gonna be a treat he would really want. Hashtag not sponsored, but here it is. Okay. Mark. Bye. No, he didn't sit on Chiad. He didn't sit on her. Whenever he gets something that's more than like a single bite, he always has to run out of the room with it. It's so funny to me. You like the sonic qualities of the music? Yeah, it has a pretty good sound. What do you think, Jihad? I think she needs a treat. I was bringing it to you! You can have one too, Bane. Hi. Oh, you were sleeping. Here, Bane. Hey, Sulky Solid. You are two very nice kitty cats, you know that? Let her have it. Hey, Spike. You're a bad dog. Bone Dog Woods. He stole a cat treat. I gave 2 to each of the cats, and Bane was a slowpoke and only ate one of them. Mushroom Fact 2. Toadstool is another name for mushroom. It also means something else, but I can't say it in this hack. Ain't nobody stopping you. I assume he's talking about amphibian poop? Bum, 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 bum. Damn. Yeah, that's exactly what he's like. It takes a lot out of you to eat a treat, I tell you what. Especially for a dog like Spike. 19. You smell Kaizo? Kaizo probably doesn't smell very good. I'm sorry, Chia. I'm sorry. Timmy Cliffs. Look at that fluffy tail. Hi. You're a knife.
Hello there.
Mushroom Fact 3. Portobello mushrooms have more potassium than bananas. Banana Fact 1. Bananas suck. I like bananas. I also like mushrooms. Those are a couple of germdove facts. Yeah, that's almost precisely what I was gonna say, Sparkle Fritz. I'll let you in on a secret though. The thumb skin actually doesn't get worn off. Instead, you build calluses. And I don't think anybody wants to see my disgusting Kaizo callus. Friendly reminder, if you fall into a bottomless pit after beating the level, you still die. That's Ominous. Yeah.
Hello there.
I need that platform to be traveling to the right as I land on it after collecting the orb. Germdove. I think we've done that one before. Hey there. Spin to win 5. Spin to win 1 to 4 are Mario Maker 2 exclusives. Sorry for the inconvenience. That is one of the most used level titles in Mario Maker. Spin to win. The only reason it's not a more common level title is that 3 out of the 5 level styles in Maker don't have spin jumps. Ah. Somehow, if your email is calling me honey, you probably have me on the wrong list. Sonic Boom! This song kind of goes with everything. Thibs, thank you so much for the W gift. Act 2. Radical Heights. Rumor has it that you can gain more speed by sliding without touching any direction. But what do I know? I'm just a box. Mushroom Fact 4. Edible mushrooms are produced mostly in China. They produce about half of all our mushrooms. Those are still rocks. I meant to try to sprout some green onions. Because green onions, they're supposed to be able to regrow if you cut off, if you, like put the roots in water. Yeah. I've tried some unusual varieties of mushrooms. I'd like to try even more varieties of mushrooms. I'm trying to remember what the kind that I had was. It was, these mushrooms that were like... they were tall and skinny and white, and they came in big clumps. Cannot remember the name of them. A mushroom? I think so. Enoki, that's the one. That is the one. You can't slide kill a charge and chug. I almost tried. Necro's Skyfall. I really like this hack. Mushroom Fact 5. Just collecting random mushrooms is dangerous as a few varieties are highly poisonous. Don't eat poison! Gotta go fast. That was my internet having another hiccup. That one didn't last very long, though. I'll leave it alone and just pretend it didn't happen. I had another small disruption earlier. Since this one only lasted like 5 seconds, I'm not gonna cry wolf about it right this second. Wow, that was close. That's a good early suggestion. Wowza! Quad Eternal. Mushroom Fact 5. Lightning actually makes mushrooms more plentiful. It's also very bright and cool to see. Rip and tear until it is done. That was too fast. I am a big fan of earthy food flavor. Excuse me, earthy food flavors. So mushrooms are in high demand by me in the fight. I also really like beets. Spooky Switch House. Okay, be faster. I thought I might still be racing that Eerie down below, but there's no chance now. Switch Palace, but did you yump though? I did, actually.
Hello there.
Right or wrong? Back to Quad Eternal. Did I say that out loud? Right or wrong? Dun, 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 dun. It's gonna sound silly, but when I hear Doom music, I think of the Doom roguelike. I really liked that game. They eventually had to stop making it because it was too popular and based off of an existing franchise. And they... Wow! They turned around and they made a whole new thing. That's what is now known as Jupiter Hell. Oh, that sounds real good, Sparkle Fritz. La Sala de Máquinas? That does sound pretty Gouda. Mmm. I made beans and cornbread last night. Turned out really good. I got this stuff. It's a little jar of like a chili crisp. And it is so incredibly flavorful. I put like maybe a teaspoon into this entire batch of pinto beans that I made. Man, it made it so tasty. I took a picture of the jar when I first got it. I need to look into a source to getting more of it. Because it was in kind of a weird spot where I know I'm not going to be able to get... If I go back to the place where I got it, I'm not going to be able to find it again right now. I even made it through the one-tile gap. Yeah, we're getting down to the wire. I'm saying June is gonna be the month. Same exact spot. Yeah, I see. I like gochujang. What type of Mario game is this? This is a beginner difficulty Kaizo ROM hack of Super Mario World. I need to start mixing up sriracha mayo again, because it's like one of my favorite condiments. I feel like I can eat it on basically anything. That was close. Into Act 3. Slipstar. I have lost connection to my TikTok chat. Let me reconnect that real quick. I actually had a bunch of stuff break earlier that I didn't realize. Alright, there's that. Yeah. Not a fan of avocado? Oh, I really like avocado. Mushroom fact 7. Fly agaric mushrooms inspired the mushrooms in Super Mario. They make things feel bigger or smaller. Oh, ice physics. Yeah. If you didn't eat any avocado toast, I hear it helps you be able to afford a house. I see. That was how I was supposed. Here we all are dogpiling on the same joke. Okay, I can do that a little faster. Avogadros toast. I've probably had No, I can't make a clever joke. I'm sorry. Sorry to waste your time with my preamble for a joke there. Do you have a guac recipe that people ask you for? That's surprising, because I feel like guac is kind of a solved problem, you know? That being said, guacamole in my house growing up meant something very different to what most people would probably call guacamole. Oops. DJ Errol, thank you so much for the rose. I really appreciate it. You don't believe I know how to make guac? I mean, it's like 4 ingredients. Five. No, I think I'm good with not interacting with someone who is being aggressively hostile for no reason. I'm good. Hey, thank you very much for the GGs. Plugs XXL socket. Down to left 50, yep. We're burning through them. It's a sad day for generic characters everywhere. What? Why? This is a very good hack. It absolutely is. Hit us, Sparkle Fritz. What are the ingredients that make your guac recipe special? Oh. Interesting. The sour cream was the thing that was very, very unusual in my household. If I'm making guacamole today, I normally won't be using sour cream. Creme brulee and lemon chill. Oh, that's so good. I'll tell you what I really like is crap, what's the name of that recipe? Lemon posset, which is an extremely simple dessert. It's like lemon juice and heavy cream and sugar, and that's it. Gamer gang! Well, the lemon juice is what makes it set. It does call for heating it, but it's not something that has to cook to set. It is hard to time an avocado. I fully agree. Yeah. I feel like the window for a proper avocado is very narrow. Pastis de Belém, that's... I'm trying to remember if I've seen video on those. Woxic Sneaky Bus. Mushroom fact 8. Under no circumstance should you ingest a death cap mushroom. It won't taste very good. Should have more bite to them. Oh, that's a fun garnish. Yeah, I would definitely prefer my avocado to have... to be smoother, to be creamier. There's a couple different varieties of avocado as well. You might prefer green avocados. Or, I think... There's the Haas avocado, and then the other one is, what, Florida avocado? The, like, larger green-looking avocado. In my experience, those are the ones that have, want to fall down left there. Yeah, I prefer Haas. I'll tell you something I've done before is avocado pudding. Avocado chocolate pudding. So good. Like, surprisingly good. That was the wrong gap. I have never tried jackfruit. I think I'd like to, but they're intimidating looking. I think I would also like to try durian one of these days. DJ's Classic Climb. Oops. Avocado chocolate pudding, yes, it's delicious. And doesn't taste like avocado, even though it's mostly made up of avocado. Yeah. Sounds about right. And something else I'd like to try one of these days is, like a tofu pudding. Because I've actually never used silken tofu. I've only ever used firm varieties. Reset door? Dango? That was close. I hope you remember your mushroom facts. Hey, Skags! Welcome in. Does that mean let's give up? You were doing let's give up? Hope you had a good stream, Skags. Back to Walk 6 Snaky Bus. We're currently working on my Kaizo Beginnerthon, where I'm playing every beginner difficulty Kaizo ROM hack of Super Mario World. And I'm counting beginner as advanced and lower. Let's Give Up is so good. I need to do the DLC for that. I'm pretty sure I would enjoy it. We have finished 277 hacks so far, out of what I counted as 325. I might need to amend that number at some point because I seem to have misplaced like 1 or 2 from my list. Yeah. Really, really good K-Pack. It's the kind of K-Pack I think we need more of. Looks like you missed that pipe over there. Whatever will you do? Well, the first time, I think what I'm gonna do is miss the platform entirely. I think that's a good choice. Okay, big mouse. Vanilla turnaround poop. Oh! Take that, Dr. Kradunk and Uriel both. Hey, Johnny, thank you very much for the chili. Shoot. Hey, Uriel. Oh, I know. I actually do really want to play Escape from La Plume. I might also do Tailspin. I was playing Hanging with Mr. Koopa 2, and that has like a very small flight section in it, and you just happen to be given a Yoshi, and I decided to be a show-off and do the section with tongueless because it looked possible and then it was. Yeah, it was great. There we go. That'll let me wait a little bit longer. Oh, wee-oh. Oh, that does sound good. Yeah, no thanks.
Hello there.
Some dramatic music. Sorry, I've got something going on with my foot. It's like a cramp. Alright. Very dramatic. Kind of a shame you have to be on this overworld for such a long time to get the music to really start.
Hello there.
The salt shaker. Ah. That one thing in anime, of course. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I love you, German Dove. Be sure to check out my pages on MySpace and Friendster or email me at compuserve.com.
Need a bigger jump. Listen to this wonderful music. How could you ask for better music than this? I'll tell you how. You can't. I trusted the process. Yeah, really good coin. Going right, if you're able, means that the adventure isn't over yet. You'll venture further into darkness. Choose wisely. Well, you made it this far, now you have a decision to make. Going left means that the game will end soon, and that will be that. Oh no, I missed one.
I bet whoever wrote this music can afford to live in a cozy condo.
Good one. Good one. All right. So let's back up. I definitely got that one. I definitely got that one. I must have missed the first one. Uh-oh. Aha! Congratulations! You have discovered the first switch. Feel free to come back to practice shell jumps if you want. That was kind of mean. Alright. Let me reset the game to see if my exit count is anywhere near what it should be. 17, okay. So that's kind of unfortunate. Let's do this level again. Do we get a 1-up checkpoint or something? No? Okay, that's fine. This wasn't that hard of a level. Interesting. Do 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 do. The end game. Before we go there, let's go to this level, the confrontation. This is probably just a boss fight if I had to guess. There's only one obstacle left. Show Big Boo who's the real boss. I actually don't think I want to take that block first. Likewise, I don't want to be taking this one last. I want to start with the edges. Give me somewhere a little easier to stand in the end. Thank you for that, GG. Credits! After a long, convoluted journey, Mario finally got his hands on a delicious mushroom. And it's all thanks to you! Little Mario World by Octavius Pepper. Playtested by DJ Locks, NecroSky90, Plug Socket XXL, Quiet Mason, Woxic Taste, and Zanian. What a list of playtesters! Shoutouts to, holy crap, that's a big list of people. I saw Foff Guy. Special thanks to all my amazing playtesters. You guys are the best. Danimos Trades for some great tutorials. B Salt for all the troubleshooting. Grand Pooh Bear wouldn't have played Mario without you. DJ Locks for all the support, and you for playing the game. Alright, we're gonna reset because I don't think we're gonna have anything that's not vanilla right now. There is more game this way. Walk the plank. No, we've not been going for very long, Willow. But I want it. Is this the boss fight or the fake credit song from DKC? Both? Should have died there. I got a late start on the stream today, but I mean we've been going for almost 2 hours now. Zanian Brewing Company. Hey Ryan. Almost and almost. Thank you for being a member for 23 months. That is a crazy number. Thank you very much. Lemonade? Lemonade sounds good. I've not made lemonade in a long time. I don't like dealing with lemons. They're fine. They're fine. I've used Chef John's lemonade recipe where he makes the oleo saccharum from the peels. That makes for some really good lemonade. Oops. Oh, it worked. What a fun hack. What a fun hack. It's been a long time since I've played it, but it's an easy recommendation. GG? Heart? Smile? GG? Congratulations! You win! Thank you for playing! The end! Somehow I feel like I'm being lied to. Am I being lied to, or is this it? And I'm especially wondering that because I'm missing exits, aren't I? I've got 20.
When life gives you lemons, remember that humans created lemons through crossbreeding, so you should be suspicious of mutant fruit. I'm not sure what the moral of this is.
The last time we had a smiley face, there was a hidden block in the smiley face. Here, that seems that's not the case. Okay. No, I'm not counting deaths for the whole beginnerthon. On each individual level is all. I probably could have, but... Hey, Rizzle Doozle. Lemons are supposed to be closely related to citrons, right? A type of transformer. Oh, puppy. Oh, buddy. Here. He was having a dream. Yeah, but citrons are like... basically all peel and no pulp. If I remember right. Something. What a weird section. Citron and bitter orange, okay. I've had a horned melon before. Really weird eating experience. It tasted like banana. Give me one quick second. I need to reset something. Okay. Five 8136472. What do you mean 58136472? Take a screenshot of that. Uh-oh. I think I know what it means. Was that 21 exits? It was. Uh-oh. I don't think that's it. Dragon fruit, a mix of kiwi and coconut? Five 8136472. The mushroom hints, the mushroom facts. Crap. what level was that? Oh, man. Hang on. There was a level that was like, I hope you remember your mushroom facts. Oh, boy. Okay, so it's not that one for sure. Okay. There was the Switch Palace that said, I hope you remember your mushroom facts. 5813. We're puzzling. Gamer gang, I don't need that level. Seven. Hold on. Eight. Okay, I'm seeing a pattern. I need to find all of these. So this starts with the word under. 7 started with the word fly. It's gonna give me guidance on where to go. I've got 7 and 8. I need all the rest of them. Six. Lightning. Kerchow. I think all of the mushroom facts were free. like at the start of a level. Four? Uh-oh. That means I missed 5. Edible? Five. Five, 8, 1, 3. Just under. Yeah. I'm on the right path. I like this. I like this puzzle. Because I saw it, and I was like, oh, well, that's a quirky, fun thing for Octavius to do. Nope. Timmy Cliffs. Number 3, Portabella? That feels like... Two... Hopefully. Toadstool. Mushrooms. How many hours do I usually stream for? About 5. Usually in the morning or in the afternoon, it's like a 5-hour stream. That's what I have most of them scheduled for. Alright, I have all the mushroom facts. Let me compile them together. And I'm thinking that I'm supposed to read the first word from each mushroom fact. 5813. Just under mushrooms portabella. Edible... Lightning? No. Lightning, edible... Fly... Toadstool? Uh-oh. So how about the last word? Just under mushrooms. Portobello. Have I been given a cape anywhere in the set? I don't feel like I have. Oh. Just one letter. 5813. JUMP 6472 LEFT. Jump left. But from where? Let's go back here. It might be from the room where we saw the numbers. So let's go back to the numbers. Okay, this song, I think there's another level that uses this song. So we're gonna go and find the level that uses that song. This is fun. It's fun. That's so clever! Let's go! Alright. That was a fun little diversion. Rest zone. You actually made it here, I'm impressed. I sure hope you didn't just look up the solution. But either way, here you are. No more tricks, no more secrets, just a short little break before you beat the game. You got this, good luck. That's so good. The pepper grinder. Oh, okay. I think I can manage to get that Chuck to be right where he's at every time. A tough little section here. Oh boy, I'm glad I don't have to redo that part. I feel like I got just a little bit lucky on one of those jumps. All right. Not a big fan of dying to that walking blue Koopa. Huh? Something's not right there.
Hello there.
I'm giving up just a little bit of height there. I'm not fully trusting that little section. Oh, I shouldn't. Got it. I understand why that's such a struggle. Because you're not supposed to do that. This should hopefully work out a lot better. Yep. Oh, okay, got it. I'm shell jumping up to the pipe. I thought I was going up to the right, and that is not right. Cool. Orb. None of that fall mattered at all. The confrontation again. Same boss fight. Yeah, we'll finish the boss fight. I am so dumb. I literally just pushed the wrong button. Okay. So I don't think we need to see the credits again. Alright, let's reset. We should have all 23 exits. Thank you for the GGs. That looks like 23 to me. That means we're done with Little Mario World. Really fun hack. Really fun. I liked the puzzle a lot. I liked it. That was hack number 278. We'll go ahead and spin another hack here. We get the wheel for the difficulty. It'll either be intermediate or advanced. We're whittling down the wheels. Another intermediate, okay. See what we've got on the intermediate wheel. Not much, not much. Give it a spin. Mario's Christmas Adventure. I think this is another... No. This isn't Uber Camper. This is Saffros. let's hide this wheel here. And we'll say thank you to everybody who supported me. Special shout out to Thibs, Johnny Loom, and Peaches for being the top 3 supporters. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Mario's Christmas Adventure is a 5-exit hack by Saffros. We're gonna get through it very, very quickly. 278. Mario's Christmas Adventure. Alright, that's all my paperwork done. Let's go ahead and swap on over to the next game. Mario's Christmas Adventure. This one I think is from a while ago? 2024. That's the North Pole. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Xmas time begins. H. I really like the on-off switches in this hack. The candles. The lit and unlit candles. Dang. Cool. That's a fun level victory jingle. Getting frosty. Oh, that's so cute. The parachute was replaced by a little Santa hat.
You want an official Red Ryder carbine action 200 shot range model Cooper shell? No, Mario. You'll shell your eye out.
You know, I only saw A Christmas Story for the first time. This past Christmas. Sparkle Fritz remains unsurprised that I haven't seen a movie. Threw that one a little too far. I wasn't a big fan. Wasn't a big fan. I also wasn't a big fan of Scrooged, which is another film I saw for the first time this past Christmas. Frosty Cave. Gotcha. They're swoopers. I didn't realize they were swoopers. Look how holly and jolly this hack is. Everything's decorated. Everything. Even the moles have little Santa hats. Best hack of the year. From 2014, or 2024. North Pole. That's the North Pole. So the penguins are like sideways Rexes. That needs to not be a spin. Yeah. Yeah, I guess a couple moments. Oh, I thought I didn't hit that penguin. Santa's factory. Spin, got it. Hold jump, you got it. I didn't realize that the spikes were the candy canes were spikes. No. Saffros is German. Those are spikes. I get that the candy canes are holiday themed, but I find them kind of hard to read visually. Hey Zim, I'm doing great, thank you. How are you today? Thank you so much for the heart. Don't have a good day. Have a great day. Good! Hit me. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh boy. The candy canes, man! It literally is just, to my eye, it doesn't look like something that hurts you. So, like, I get how we're dressing up the bowling balls as snowballs, and that's vaguely winter themed. What I don't get is what the ball and chain is supposed to be. 'Cause that kind of just looks like a ball and chain to me. Cool. I'm already dead. The orb has already despawned. We almost got it though. A little slow. I bet Sapphiros had a lot of people tell him about the candy canes being slightly ambiguous. Okay. I thought I had more time. Give me that dang orb. Reddits. Mario found out that his adventures with his friends are the true gift. Spread some love for those who need it. Much love to the SMW community. A hack made by Saffros in the ROM hack race base ROM version 5.10. Graphics, sprites, and music are all things by those people. Blocks and patches. Playtester, Aclace, the Fox87, and Nidoodle. Special thanks to Arian for this music that we're hearing in the credits. GG, and Merry Christmas. Well, we beat our 279th Kaizo ROM hack, or beginner Kaizo ROM hack. And isn't that the true meaning of Christmas? We're gonna let this music play. Somewhat. We'll spin the next hack. We're gonna use the wheel for that. First we get the difficulty. Intermediate or advanced. Intermediate is the easier of the two. And we've got an advanced hack coming next. Come on, wheel. Let's see what we got. Fresh hops. Fresh hops is a really good one. I'm gonna take just a really quick moment. I gotta use the restroom once more. I'll be back in just a minute. Enjoy some shorts while I'm gone. Smashing to the left as I climb up this tower. We're gonna see all the power-ups as we climb. Mushrooms, capes, and fire flowers. I had to burn those fish to keep them from hitting me. I needed to keep the fire flower until I touched the skewer. We had P-speed before we jumped there. That let me start flying as soon as I grabbed the feather. I also wanted to note that it's not just the skewers that are smashing, there's also regular ground. So I can stand on this. And in fact, I need to get past these thwomps quickly enough for them not to crush me. I was supposed to start immediately running up that triangle block to climb the wall. I waited some and was somehow able to save it there. That put me a little off cycle with the smashing, and the checkpoint was pretty free because of it. Now you can't start climbing a vine while you've got an object in your hand, but if you're already holding the vine, you can hold Roblox and other carryable items. We had to do a spin fly through there. It's the only way we were going to get up through the gap fast enough to avoid being crushed by the skewers. And we weren't allowed any hesitation to grab the fire flower. We still had to have iframes to avoid taking damage on the next spikes after it. There's a very small window on this smashing platform to jump up to the top. And then we also need to run through the gap in the skewers. And then finally, an even smaller window to get in the door. We're ending off with a windy fight. The cloud blocks are going to smash in both directions. I need to keep swapping which side that I'm on, unless I'm jumping on windy. That gives me enough time to stay over the lava to land back on the same side I jumped from. Oh, it's just 3 hits. There we go. Oh man, super fun windy fight. This is the second half of Gateway to Gonzo, a level from Super Train World 3. This section is absolutely filled with these munchers that pop out from the floors and the ceilings. They keep a consistent rhythm and pattern, so I know where they're going to be. These munchers are fast and they stick around for long enough that I can't just safely jump over them. I have to use this shell to get a little bit more air time to stay above the ground. It was kind of funny, I'm naturally in so much of a hurry to get through here that it's hard to go slow enough not to run into the munchers. Every single one of these tiny pipes work, but between the munchers coming out of them and the saws going back and forth down below, my options for where I can be are pretty severely limited. I'm gonna have to duck under this charging chuck here, and then he's gonna chase me off the edge and take a flying leap at me. He's the only way we can get in that pipe. This is pretty similar to the pipe section before, except I don't have solid ground, all I have is a shell to bounce off of down below. We're going through the pipe and I need to be careful not to go straight to the gold tape. Oh, Panga, that's mean. Every time. Hey, I'm muted. I'm back. I'm doing my, my paperwork. $279. That seems like the right number. Fresh hops. Alright, get out of here, Wheels. And let's get fresh hops in here. I replayed fresh hops, not... I guess it was a little bit of a while ago. It was before Fresh Hops 2 came out. That would have been like a year ago, I think. Did I replayed this? Somewhere around there. Alright. One last thing, I need to get my splits open so I can keep track of how long I spend playing this. We're not going to be playing through all of Fresh Hops. It's a fairly... You know, it's not that long of a hack, but more time than I'm going to spend for the rest of the day. Everything should be ready. Let's give it a go. 3, 2, 1, go. So, speaking of Fresh Hops... So, when this came out, the difficulties that we had were beginner, intermediate, and expert. This would have been intermediate. Toshiba's Abode. I don't think that, further patches to this hack have made it easier. It's just reclassified. Thanks to the entire SMW community for your warmness and kindness these past years. Words cannot express how happy and honored I am to be part of this community. The levels in this hack are based off of some of my favorite beers. Maybe a few of these will become favorites of yours as well, says Mori. Humalupalicious. Oh, he's good at inside barks. Most of the barks he does are inside barks. Disagree. Strong disagree. He is not. He is American. Oh, I hope he's not Canadian. He might be Canadian. Maury? Might have to get back to you on that one. Speaking of Maury, Maury is currently hosting the very end of an archipelago multi-world that I'm taking part in. I put in 4 games. There were a total of 53. Yeah, definitely North American. Total of 53 games in the multi-world. The total number of checks was something like 33,000. I have finished 3 of my 4 games. The only one I haven't finished is... You started with Fresh Hops? Oh, that's fun. I think this is a really good hack. 3 of my 4 games are done. The last game is Zelda 2. Zelda 2, as I'm starting to learn, frequently gets locked behind needing to get somebody to get your raft for you. Because I have everything else that matters in terms of progression for Zelda 2 except for the raft. Once I get the raft, I can beat the rest of that game. And that raft is locked behind Tagucher finding his way to like 60 more trade outposts in RimWorld, which is a bonkers ask. I don't know if anybody's ever played RimWorld, but it is not an easy game. I think that being part of a randomizer might like keep you from totally wiping. Hey Gramps, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, the rat. So you can get to the second continent. I keep climbing. I'm trying to jump too late. The vine is getting away from me before I jump off of it. No, Wrath is part of the other Zelda game. You know, Darksiders? I did beat Mario's Christmas Adventure, yes. That took me less than 15 minutes. Bel Air Brown! Okay, that only activates the first time. There's only one level in here that I remember having a hard time with, and it is the Donkey Kong level. So you should have remembered exactly what I was talking about. I legitimately think that Zelda 2 is not as cryptic as people make it out to be, because they give you some pretty decent hints. If you go and you talk to all the people, which I'm pretty sure the manual tells you to do, they're pretty good about giving you hints. I can think of a couple of people that I've seen play Zelda 2 for the first time as adults who weren't like crazy stumped. Now, I think the biggest problem is that there's some things that seem like they're clues that aren't. And also, some of the people that you can talk to in that game will just turn into bats and attack you, which is pretty good dissuasion from wanting to talk to people in the game. That was so close. Yeah, sure. Well, I also, when I played it as a child, I had Nintendo Power, which had a pretty good map, and I think it flat out told you what you needed to do. I learned I learned a trick to beating shielded enemies in that game when I was very young. In my house, it became known as my trick. At least that's what I like to think. And because of how and when I learned it, I fight enemies differently in that game than most people do. And it's very easy to say that I do it wrong. And when I say most people, I mean people that play that game quickly. People who know what they're doing. Oh! You don't grab the top of that rope. It doesn't fall as fast as I thought it does because it's in water. Nintendo Power was a great magazine. Just fantastic. Whoops. Could have waited on that one. I think the coolest thing about Nintendo Power was how it would just have these meticulously made maps of different places and games. Hey, Drew. I never called the hotline, and I never was a member of the Nintendo Fun Club. Shh. Gotta grab that rope lower. That's the oddball, because all the rest of them you gotta grab super high up. I think we'll do a couple more levels here. Diabolical. The first time I played this level, I remember it distinctly. There's a section in the second half. Because, you know, you're being forced to go through this at a pretty quick pace. The second half has an enemy that you're intended to carry a shell and use the shell to kill it with. And I ended up not doing that because I did a frame-perfect trick that's way harder than just doing what the level's asking you to do. Damn. Centipede? I think my parents were really good at a really odd game. That game being Mario Kart Wii. Like, I consider myself to be pretty decent at Mario Kart. At the time,
Hello there.
that was most of what they did. So they played Mario Kart Wii together. And I'm talking hours. I couldn't touch them. Like, I didn't have a chance to win. And this is my Wii that I'm talking about. So, I wasn't like a child. This was my copy of Mario Kart for my Wii that I got with my own money that I earned by working at my real job. And somehow I was just annihilated. Must keep shell. Not that one, but the later shell. And also hold it in my hand. Hey, Chaos Coordinator, thank you very much for the heart me. How are you this fine Saturday? Ugh. Hey, those hurt you. I do think that Mario Kart is the only game of its kind that I was just thoroughly trounced by my parents while playing. Did they use motion controls? They sure did. And I'm over here with my GameCube controller thinking I'm hot shit. Yeah, that was pretty lucky. I think that's a really good sign that it's about time for me to stop playing for the day. We had another internet hiccup, yeah. That one lasted... like 30 seconds, give or take. Which doesn't look that bad on the graph, but it's enough to destroy everything. Alright. Let's see who's online. We can send a raid somewhere. I really don't want to be having consistent problems. I also don't want to call about very small outages like that. Maybe I should. But I'm not gonna worry about it. Not right now. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I could go for some food. We've got some choices for who we can raid. Why don't we go ahead and raid a young Mushu? Mushu is currently playing The Binding of Isaac. He's, I think, going through and getting his second dead god, which is unlocking everything in the game. Mushu's a good friend of mine. We go back a long, long ways. I'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow we should be going back to Dark Souls 2. I know what to do now in Dark Souls 2, so I'm not going to be stuck staring at the walls for another 3 hours. Yeah. It's over. Bye. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. It's over.